welcome back to the second video. And in this video I would I would quickly want to put um, touch some tools that are regularly used in while in the process of your research. So I'm going to start with this study. Okay, so let me just show you the topic. The topic is relationship between recruitment, selection, and talent retention, a moderating role of dynamic work environments, evidence from Generation Z in the Nigerian private corporate space. Sorry. All right. So the word count is 13,800 and blah blah blah. Okay. Now you can see what I explained in the first video about topics. Now this topic is more explicit. Recruitment and selection and talent retention, they are HRM practices. So it could be relationship between HRM practices. Now because HRM practices are a lot more than three, so that's why this has to be spelled out. So your research topics should be as clear and precise as possible. Then you also have to talk about the persons, and you are talking about the population, the sample population, and then the sector, the group, you know, the sector you are also concentrating on should be mentioned. That's a recap from from the from last video. All right, I skipped abstract because that will obviously be the last thing we will talk about. Now, the thing is, after how to use Microsoft Word here, um, after you've done your research, you won't want to spend time going scrolling down, looking at what page is your abstract, what page is chapter one, introduction, scope and rationale, statements, and all of that. I'm just going to show you a tool that is going to give you everything in one or three clicks. All right, so now looking at this, abstract and chapter one are major headings. So and in where I'm going to show you, they are level one um, heading type. So every heading, like chapter one introduction, is also a level one. Literature review is level one. That's why you can see other ones indented below it. Indented means that they didn't start from the same line. They are a little bit into the line before they start. So the concept of review and conceptual review and framework is has recruitment, selection, talent management under it. So this is a type 2. The conceptual review and framework is a type 2 heading, while recruitment, selection, and talent management is a type 3 heading. I'm going to show you in some minutes, you know. So again, retention is type 2 and so on. So retention ought to be type 3, while and working environments also should be type 3, while 2.2 should now be type 2, 2.3 should be type 2 as well. So while under type 2, the subtopics under type 2 are the resource-based theory, that's theoretical review, equity theory, PES2 model, blah blah blah. You know, it means that these ones, sorry again, these ones are under theoretical review. So without looking at the body of the study, I can already see which ones are titles and which ones are subtitles. The same way, list of tables, list of figures, you would learn in this video how to achieve this in a single click. All right, so introduction, you can see this little thing here. If I click it, nothing happens. Well, it's just telling me that it's a type of heading. Now, under references, we go to add text option. You can see level 1. So if I want to remove this level 1, do not show in table of contents. So I am selecting this and assigning it either level 1, level 2, or level 3, means that it's going to be shown in table of contents. So if I should say do not show in table of contents, you can see that sign has left. So again, I'm putting my cursor just inside here, and I go level 1, and it comes back. You can see level 1 as well. So let's see, scope and rationale is what level? Is level 2. So that's 1.1. If there is 1.1.1, that means a subtitle under scope and rationale, then I would have that will be type 3 because it's under that. So you should be able to organize your research writing. The organization also gives marks, even if it's little, 3, 5 marks, 10 marks in some cases, you know. So statement of results is also a subtitle of its own under um, under chapter 1 introduction. So that's why it gets a level 2 heading. All right, now that's on so you can see here with I don't have any, it's not, it has nothing. So I'm going to come back here and give it level 1. So it turns blue. It's not every time it turns blue, sometimes it doesn't. Then control E to center, making it yeah, just giving it a better arrangement. Now another thing is this, I'm just choosing them randomly. When working on your um, paragraphs and all, for each paragraph you can just ensure that they are justified. It makes it neater. You know, a lot of people's work appears this way, and which is not cool. And some of them, the formal spacing is usually 1.5 or 2.0, but 1.5 is fine. While some people in the same work having 1.15 different spacing, you know, it can be very annoying. In one paragraph you have 1.15 spacing, in another paragraph you have 1.5, in another paragraph you have 2.0. It's not cool. So for every paragraph, or when you're done with your work, make sure you go through it, justify the paragraphs. You can use Ctrl J and give it 1.5 spacing. Then depending on your school specification, you can you can use Times New Roman and font size 11 or 12, or um, it's either Times New Roman or Arial. Anyone goes. All right. Now another thing I would like to, okay, something happened here, and I'm going to remove this. I don't have to highlight everything actually. Go back to reference and remove do not show, blah, blah. Okay, I think it's from here. Okay, so let's see what happened. Now enter and enter again. You know, I want this to start from another chapter, I mean another page entirely. So people used to make this mistake when is it a mistake, or it's just, it's a bad practice. You want to start another page, you want to start chapter 2 or a thought process on another page, you don't have to use enter. You know, it's best you use, go to insert and page break, so automatically it creates another page for you. All right, so I'm going back to reference. I mean, you can start working on another page. So you can see it's different from, like this is now a different page entirely, and whatever is here would not interfere with what is here. All right, so that's that. And another thing, okay, yeah, so let's look for a figure. Okay, this figure is not proper. I'm looking for a figure. Okay, let's pause. All right, so here we have table 4.1. Now in some, you have to be careful about naming tables and figures. Some institutions would not allow, I mean they won't allow this numbering. They would rather, like, any table, irrespective of anywhere it is in the study, it should be called table 1, table 2, table 3, table 12, table 34, table, you know, irrespective of wherever it's false. All right. Now this is for whatever reason this study allows that 4.1, the 4.1 meaning that it is under section 4.1. All right. So how do we automatically put these table names? All right. So let's see. I'm going to remove this, Control X, and clean this. Okay, Control I. Alright, now click anywhere in the table and go to References and Insert Caption. So you can see table 1. I'm going to paste it, basic characteristics. Now look at it here. It's important to check label, like what am I labeling? Is it a table or a figure? Pictures are figures, tables are tables, like you've created a table. All right, then where should you put it? Normally you put a table above, you put the caption above a table and you put the caption below figures. It's very important. Captions go caption goes above table, caption goes below figures. All right, then okay, so it does that automatically. So the question is, how did I get 4.1? So I can just put them for table 4.1. All right, so that's our body. I prefer the table 1, table 2, table 3, figure 1, figure 2, and so on. All right, now another thing is this on referencing and citation. So um, there are different tools for referencing and citation. You can you can also do insert citation from Microsoft Word. All right, so this is citation. Aaron Guel et al. Okay, this should be et al. Okay, Aaron Guel et al. Yeah, so this should be et al. 2019. And so okay, there are two types of citation. I think citation video would come separately. All right, now you can do your citation here, add new source. You can check YouTube for other videos. You can also use Mendeley. I find Mendeley interesting and simple to use. um, Mendeley helps you to do your citation and your references easily. You can use them as well. All right, so I think for now this is where we'll stop on some tools that you need to know in your research, organizing your research. Thank you.